Welcome back to High Stakes. Elevate your game by subscribing to our channel so you never miss our daily content. For exclusive access to our premium betting picks, join our Patreon. Find the link in the comments section below. Stay ahead with High Stakes. The Brewers have come out on top in 5 of their previous 6 contests against the Cardinals at American Family Field. Cardinals batters have recently struggled on the road against the Brewers, hitting a lean .226 with a .316 slugging percentage in their prior 7 games. The Brewers have been excellent against the spread this season, winning at a 54% clip. The Brewers have excelled in Milwaukee this season, winning over 60% of their games. They have not lost in their previous 5 series at home and swept the Cleveland Guardians a few weeks back. The Cardinals have lost over 50% of their games away from St. Louis in 2024. The Brewers have a significant advantage with their pitching in this matchup, ranking 3rd in the league in ERA versus a ranking in the bottom half of the league for their opponent. Gray got hit hard in his last appearance versus the Brewers, allowing 6 runs in 5 innings of work. The stats and trends strongly support a comfortable win at home for the Brewers in the series' final game. Take Milwaukee. Gray has produced a solid 3.31 ERA in 81.2 innings versus the Brewers. Before the current series, 4 of the previous 5 matchups between these squads went under the run total, with only 24 runners crossing the plate during their 3 games set in August. 3 of the 4 games between the Brewers and the Cardinals played earlier this season in Milwaukee also went under, with the Brewers limiting St. Louis to 3 runs or less in 75% of those games. The Cardinals rank in the bottom half of the league in multiple offensive categories, including slugging percentage, so the odds they score quickly in bunches are low. Milwaukee has an elite pitching staff in 2024, ranking 7th in the league in ERA with 3.63, so look for them to limit the Cardinals' offensive production. Milwaukee has produced a 2.00 ERA in their prior 5 games against St. Louis at home. The Brewers have pushed or gone under the run total in 4 of their previous 5 games in front of the home crowd. Most signs point to a lower scoring affair in Milwaukee on Tuesday. Take the under. Cleveland Guardians versus Kansas City Royals. Just a week ago, the Royals were riding high after sweeping a doubleheader in Cleveland, even tying the Guardians for first place in the AL Central. Fast forward to today, and much has changed. Since that pivotal win, Kansas City has stumbled through a 6-game losing streak, including a 4-2 loss to the Guardians in their series opener at Kauffman Stadium on Monday. This skid has pushed the Royals down to 3rd place, now trailing Cleveland by 4.5 games, though they maintain the same lead in the wild card race. Despite the season-long losing streak and only 23 games left to play, the team remains composed, refusing to let panic set in. The Royals' recent offensive struggles, scoring just 2 runs in each of their last 4 games, have been exacerbated by the absence of first baseman Vinny Pasquantino due to a thumb injury. Pasquantino's ability to deliver in clutch situations, as evidenced by his .360 average with runners in scoring position, has been sorely missed. My team pick is Cleveland Guardians to win. The Cleveland Guardians have a pronounced tendency to play in low-scoring games on the road, evidenced by their 27-38-5 over/under record away from home. Tanner Bibee's presence on the mound further solidifies this prediction. Bibee has been nothing short of stellar this season, boasting a 3.65 ERA and 156 strikeouts, which underscores his ability to control the game and limit run production. He's the kind of pitcher who can go deep into games, reducing the exposure of the Guardians' bullpen and keeping the Royals' bats in check. Speaking of Kansas City, their offense has been inconsistent, particularly in recent weeks. The Royals have struggled to find their rhythm at the plate, reflected in their 64-71-4 over/under record. KC has been particularly poor in matchups against elite pitching. When facing top-tier pitchers, their offense has frequently sputtered, resulting in low-scoring games. Given that Bibee has the arsenal to exploit Kansas City's weaknesses, it's likely that he'll keep their run production minimal. Additionally, the Guardians' bullpen, which will likely be tasked with finishing the game, has been reliable enough to maintain a low-scoring environment. My total pick is under 8.5 runs. New York Yankees versus Texas Rangers. When diving into the previous 7 starts for these pitchers, there is a gap here as Carlos Rodon is 5-2 with a 3.43 ERA and a 1.17 WHIP in 39.1 innings, while Andrew Heaney is 0-3 with a 4.98 ERA and a 1.22 WHIP in 34.1 innings of work. These bullpens have been on 2 different levels, as the Yankees are 8th in the sport with a 3.76 reliever ERA, while the Rangers are 24th in the majors with a 4.33 bullpen ERA. All in all, go with the New York Yankees to pick up a winner. When looking at the starting pitchers throughout August, they have been doing well, as Carlos Rodon was 3-2 with a 4.15 ERA and a .248 batting average against in 26.0 innings. 5 starts, while Andrew Heaney was 0-2 with a 3.24 ERA and a 1.08 WHIP in 25.0 innings, 5 starts, in the month. These offenses lately are not scoring enough, as the Yankees are scoring 4.81 runs in their last 26 games, while the Rangers are averaging 3.67 runs in their previous 27 games. Go with under 9 runs in this game as the better bet. Los Angeles Dodgers versus Los Angeles Angels. Given the major disparity in talent between these two teams, even before Ohtani switched sides, it's no shock that the Los Angeles Dodgers have the massive advantage in this rivalry, posting a dominant 9-1 mark in their past 10 head-to-head battles. In that time, the Dodgers completed a 4-game sweep of their crosstown rivals in 2023, outscoring them 20-2 in those 4 matchups, and given the even wider disparity in 2024, expect the Dodgers to continue the momentum with a big win in Game 1 of this series. My team pick is Los Angeles Dodgers minus 1.5 runs. This rivalry has certainly been one-sided in recent years, and while the over sits at just 4-6 in their past 10 head-to-head meetings, the Dodgers' offense has dominated the rivalry, averaging almost 6 runs per game in their battles since the 2022 season. For the Dodgers, the over is 8-2 in their past 10 overall games, with an impressive 64 runs scored over that stretch, and for the Angels, the over is just 4-6 in that time, with 4.5 runs allowed. And with their starter posting an ERA over 6 on the year, expect the lineups to dominate this matchup. Keep it simple, take the over. Seattle Mariners versus Oakland Athletics. Oakland's victory was an aberration in my opinion. Although Seattle has slipped quite a bit since the All-Star break, having their ace in Castillo should change matters. Seattle had won 8 of their last 10 games against Oakland before their most recent loss, and the Mariners still have an outside chance of making the playoffs. I can't put my trust in the hands of a rookie who hasn't had a good start longer than 2 innings at this point, especially against Castillo. When the Mariners have scored 5+ runs, they have been winning. I believe they do that here, especially with Rodriguez off the injured list and this team desperate to avoid falling below .500. I don't mind the spread at plus 114, but I'm playing it safe here. Take Seattle Mariners moneyline. In their last competition, 2 solid starters, Gilbert and Bido, pitched for their respective teams. However, the over was still hit. I trust a rookie starter in Jin far less than I do Bido, which makes me believe taking the over is the right strategy here. Seattle will be hungry and perhaps anxious to avoid getting under .500, while Castillo had some problems during August. These 2 squads have hit the over in 6 of their last 9 meetings, and both bullpens are ranked 15th or worse in the MLB. Oakland by themselves have hit the over in 7 of their last 10. The total seems a bit low for me, so I feel more comfortable with the over. My total pick is over 7.5 runs. Arizona Diamondbacks versus San Francisco Giants. Arizona will be starting one of their best pitchers, Ryan Nelson. He has an ERA of 2.90 since the All-Star break, as he has pitched brilliantly over the past 2 months. He has only allowed 2 runs in 9.2 innings against San Francisco this year. The Diamondbacks have also won 8 of his last 10 starts coming into Tuesday. The Giants' form has dipped recently, and they are hitting just .229 since the halfway point of the season. They are also expected to throw a bullpen game, and I think Arizona's offense could take advantage of that situation. Arizona has a .288 average in 7 games against the Giants. Take the Diamondbacks to cover. The offense for Arizona has been great this year. They have the second best batting average, and they have been hitting .252 on the road this season. The Diamondbacks are also hitting .288 against San Francisco. Expect the Diamondbacks to score runs on Tuesday. The Giants are also hitting .249 at home, which is good enough to have confidence that they will get on the board early and often, too. The over is 69-63-6 for Giants games. The over is also 78-54-6 for the Diamondbacks. Take the over on Tuesday.